not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And Lowry gets double-teamed. It's DeRozan with the drive. It's rebounded by the West.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Finished off by DeRozan.
Wow, that's a really good finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And so that's the end of the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very...
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Anthony out there with LeBron James, and it's Wall. Then there's Dwayne Wade, and it's George in at the small forward position. That's the five out there for the East All-Stars.
Kevin Durant.
Boy, Durant showing us how it's done with that stroke.
Here's Wall. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Durant goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Butler's checked in.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Westbrook against Wall. Butler on the way. 5 on the clock. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. And that one's good. James.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
They've been very untidy with the ball. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Comes in for John Wall. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the West. Anthony Davis comes in for Kobe. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Durant.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Wade outside. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
What a performance from Durant here. He's got 17 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
To the paint. And Drummond throws it down.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't. Because otherwise, we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, looks looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. He's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Thomas with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. And Thomas is good for three. Thomas got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Durant just in.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for man. Oh, man, was that
And no doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. And a lot of times, a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And good on the basket. Looking.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thomas against Harden. And the rejection by Harden. Here's Durant. Good D by LeBron.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And here are the East All-Stars now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. On the court for the West All-Stars, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Ball out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Kobe. And it's Aldridge in at the front.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable. In that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Wall, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Thompson. Anthony with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
West ball.
Here's Thompson. That's short off the rim. And he lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Wade. Curry's checked in for Paul.
Western All-Star substitution. Stephen Curry.
Knocked away. And George, here we go. The kick out to Wall. Nobody near George. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Here's Cousins. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. The wide open look here for Anthony. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think? Absolutely. Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Timeout call.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Lowry's gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. And they're moving it up. And he lobs it up toward the rim and finished off by DeRozan.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Wade's checked in. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Durant comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Leonard in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so here are the West All-Stars. They trail by 9 points. And Durant, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 27 points.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
George against Kobe. Left side, George. Here's James, and he dunks it down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
And here's Anthony for 3. Cannot hit. ET that time from Leonard.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
Westfall.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Durant. Anthony with the block. James dishes to Anthony. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Lowry, no good. Now Durant. From 17 feet out. And it's Wade with the rebound. Here's Anthony. Off target with that shot. So the East All-Stars win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Paul George.
He really sparked them with his defense tonight. He was so active out there, both in the open court and in the half-court situation.